Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Well, we're back here at Ciocca Subaru in Ewing, New Jersey, and we finally got a 26 Subaru on the channel. Here it is. This is a 2026 Subaru Crosstrek. This is the hybrid Crosstrek, limited trim, crystal black silica is the color. We have that gray StarTex water repellent interior in this vehicle, symmetrical all-wheel drive, but now we got hybrid, so we got better MPG. So you can let me know if you're in the market for one of these crossover SUVs. Is this new Crosstrek hybrid the way you would rock and roll down the road? You can let me know as we go through this vehicle. So let's dig in. The front end of this Crosstrek hybrid in the crystal black silica paint. Up front, we have a full spread of LED lighting, including the fog lamps. We have black up top and down below on the grille. That's flat black with some graphite trim in and around that Subaru badge. Now, as we come around to the wheel and tire package on this Crosstrek, it's an 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Subaru badge on the center cap. The wheels are wrapped in Falcon all-season tires, 225 on the width, a 55 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, symmetrical all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is our side profile with the crystal black and the flat black accents around the wheel wells and the door sills. Moving in closer, we have the hybrid badge right on the front door. Not so sure about that action. Then we have those graphite gray side view mirror caps with LED turn signals, body color on the front and rear door handle, a right side fuel filler cap. Up top, we have body color on the roof, flat black on the shark fin antenna and roof rails, no sunroof. Then over the back we go. We have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper down below on the glass. Standard bulbs for turn signals across the back, the Subaru badge in the middle, Subaru all-wheel drive on the left, the Crosstrek hybrid badge stuck on right here on the bottom right. And then we're going to have flat black in and around the rear bumper with our exhaust coming out the bottom right of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 26 Crosstrek hybrid, and here it is. This is Subaru's 2.5-liter Boxer hybrid engine mated to a Lineartronic CVT with 8 manual shift modes and SI drive, 194 net horsepower, 199 net pound-feet of torque. Of course, MPGs are what you're going to want to know about with this baby. Well, it's pretty simple. 36 in the city, 36 on the highway, and 36 combined. We're at the back right quarter panel of this Crosstrek hybrid, and the vehicle has a 16.6 gallon gas tank. Subaru is using a gas cap, so no capless fuel technology being used in this Crosstrek hybrid. The engine's minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price, 26 Subaru Crosstrek Limited Hybrid, $34,995. This vehicle's got a couple options on it. We'll check those out when we go through the window sticker. Once we add those in and a destination and delivery charge of $1,420 from Subaru's Ota Gunma Japan assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $37,424. So let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we have the gray Subaru StarTex material across the top. Then we're going to have some hard black plastic. We have the orange stitching into the faux carbon fiber in and around your chrome door handle. Again, more of this soft StarTex material with the stitching on the armrest, flat black on the switchgear, decent sized door pocket. We do have the Harman Kardon sound system in here. Footbox, large dead pedal brake and accelerator with the floor mats in the rear of the vehicle at this time. Seating wise, power seat with lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger, and then Subaru StarTex water repellent interior, light gray, dark gray, orange stitching, bolstering feels soft, headrests feel soft. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver, but at this price I might like to see some driver side memory seats. You let me know. Over here on the dash, we're going to have the black soft touch, then again the gray plastic into the heat and air vent, more faux carbon fiber design, and then down further we do have a large glove box, and it is a non-locking glove box. Now, the infotainment system we've seen before. It's the 11.6-inch Subaru Starlink infotainment system, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. This has built-in nav, and it's the TomTom software. So as we get through this setup, there it is. And as you can see, they still haven't fixed the glitchiness of this TomTom software. So I'm running this on CarPlay, Android Auto, and I'm probably not going to use this nav within the car. We do have our four-way hazards, and then we have volume and tuning knobs on either side, front and rear defrost, and adjusting the temperature on either side, but everything else is going to be done inside the screen. As we move down lower, here is our dual climate. You can bring it up, set it, sync them together, and then you can close it out. We do have our driver profile widget right there, and then we can go to our phone as far as Bluetoothing it up. We have auto vehicle hold on and off, and then we have our options right here. You have your vehicle control, your X modes, on or off, cruise control, auto vehicle hold, steering, responsive headlights. The headlights move when you turn the car for safety. I always like that. Your driving assistance features, more settings. There you have it. And then, of course, we can go back to our home button, come out here. Here's all your apps, your radio. Let's get in there. Let's make sure our volume is down. We have HD, AM, FM, and Sirius XM in here as well. It takes a little while to switch around, though. And then we can go back to our home button. And again, phone My Subaru to hook the vehicle up with your smartphone and all that jazz. The swipeability on the home screen isn't bad, but it needs an update. We also have dual panel action across the top where you can bring up additional information up here that you may want to see. Weather, right there are your X modes, snow, dirt, deep snow, mud, or normal. And then we're done. Now, if we go to reverse, there's your backup camera, only on the top half, but it is fairly clear with trajectory. They stretched it out vertically. It would look all distorted, so it's only on the upper half. And then we come back out, and we are good to go as far as that goes. As we come on over, our push button starts right to the left, trip reset above that behind the windshield wiper stalk. Now, as we come down further, let me see if I can get a good shot here. We have an aux jack, USB-C, USB-A, and a wireless charging pad. Then we're going to have the gear shift with the leather gator and the stitching to go through the simulated gears of this Lineartronic CVT. Down further, electric brake, two-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger, couple of cup holders, and a 12-volt, the Subaru key fob. Here it is. Lock. The Subaru emblem is unlocked. Pop the tailgate panic button. Nice weight. And then we do have a soft armrest with the stitching. We can open that up, and we have a larger area underneath for storage. The Subaru steering wheel, we have a leather wrap wheel, again with the orange stitching, nice 10 and 2 notches, Subaru badge on the horn button, round bottom wheel, but I have enough room at 5'11" to get in and out of this Crosstrek. It is a nice open and area passenger cabin in this vehicle. Now we have flat black on the switchgear. On the left, you're going to have your telephone voice commands, controls for the digital dash, as well as your volume. And then on the right side, you're going to have your SI drive, heated steering wheel on or off right down here, as well as your adaptive cruise. We do have paddles on the back of the wheel. And then the left stalk, you're going to have your headlight controls, fog lamp controls, turn signals, high beams. On the right side, front and rear wiper. Over here on the left, you have EV only mode, brighten dim the dash, pop the fuel filler door, and way down here, you pop the hood. And we also have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. And now Subaru has upgraded the dash to this digital dash. We have SI drive, so if we hit S, we want a sportier drive. It goes up that way on the higher curve, or we can have the more normal curve right there on the bottom left. You also have additional information. You can also go through your sources on here, as well as additional information here on the bottom left. So it all depends on what you may want to see when you are going down the road in this Crosstrek hybrid, but it's a nice clear display. Overhead console, if you want your dome lighting to come on off when you open and close the door, this button right here, all the way to the left on door. So when you open the door, lighting comes on. We do have LED. Close the door. Lighting will dim out. SOS button in case there's an emergency on the road. And then we don't have a power roof to show you. We have a framed rear view mirror with HomeLink, auto dim, and a compass. And then here on the sun visor with vanity and an LED light. Does it slide? No, but you do have an extension. Getting into the back seat of this Crosstrek, but first the rear door panel. We have all gray, but it's hard plastic all the way down until you get to the softer armrest with the stitching. I have the seat set for my driving position, but we do have a sloping roof line, which means your right leg in, duck, twist, left leg in. I'm going to say 5'8" and taller, you're going to have to duck. But once I'm in at 5'11", I do have enough room for my head, shoulders, and knees. We have the StarTex material all the way down. No seat pocket behind the driver. We do have one behind the front passenger. And then in the back, we have a USB-C and a USB-A for connectivity. And then the back seats, the same StarTex gray material, perforation, orange stitching, feels soft. And then we do have an armrest, very soft, 2 cup holders. So overall, pretty comfortable here in the back of this Crosstrek Hybrid. Getting into the tailgate of this Crosstrek, well, you can pop it from the key fob, but it is a manual tailgate. So you can also come to the back, and right underneath the Subaru badge, there's a button. Just push it in and lift up fairly light. Now, with all rows up, 18.6 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Crosstrek Hybrid. We do have the carpeted hybrid floor mats right here, as well as the all-season cargo mat underneath there that says Crosstrek. Underneath the bottom panel here, we do have some tools, but we do not have a spare tire. We also have some cutouts, some hangers and tie downs on either side, some lighting in the back, and this removable tonneau cover. Now we can drop the rear seats. We have a strap to do that, where you can lift the strap up and push the seats forward, lift the strap up, push the seats forward, and now with the rear seats down and that tonneau cover out of there, you're looking at 50.6 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Crosstrek Hybrid. Window sticker time, here we go. 2026 Subaru Crosstrek Limited Hybrid. Consumer Reports recommended vehicle. Safety ratings not completed yet. MPGs, rare they are. Final assembly, Japan. 85% of the parts, Japan. Engine transmission, Japan. Standard equipment. Options. The LED upgrade is the interior LED lighting. MSRP $37,424. Let me know. Let's take her out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 26 Crosstrek Hybrid, and the seats feel really good. I like these limited trim seats in the Crosstrek and in the Legacy for that matter. They're very comfortable, they feel good. Of course, it's the water repellent interior as well, so if you're out throwing this thing around on the off-road course or out having an adventure going camping, you can just wash these right out, no problem. Very, very easy to do. And we got good visibility, nice side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision rear automatic braking, steering responsive headlights, Subaru eyesight, you know, all that jazz. LED lighting up front for safety as well. So they really have it equipped for safety. And now we have our new hybrid power plant for the Crosstrek in 2026, where you have the 2.5 liter boxer engine hybridized to give you 194 net horsepower and 199 pound-feet of torque. Increase that gas mileage to 36 miles per gallon in combined driving. If you do the math with the gas tank size, you're looking at about 598 miles to a tank of gas. That's enough to get from my house in central New Jersey to East western Tennessee without needing to stop for gas. So it's a long way. But of course the price is more. This is $37,500 if we round up a little bit. That is a lot of money on a Crosstrek, without a doubt. I'm going to hang a right here. Steering feels good, nice and light but fairly direct. Suspension well damped, chassis well tuned, brakes feel good. Let's take off. Down the road we go, and you know what? We don't have a sunroof, but you know, I never use mine, so it doesn't bother me that there's no sunroof. Save some money on a sunroof package as far as I'm concerned, but I wouldn't get this Harman Kardon with this built-in TomTom navigation. It's just too old and too glitchy. I would just use my phone for that. Now our turning radius, nice and sharp in this Crosstrek Limited at 17.7 feet. So it whips right around. And we also have the SI drive. So now we're going to put in an S. And now we're going to move the gear shift to the left on manual mode. And we are going to shift with the paddles. Let's see how it does. And you really can't tell the difference in simulated shifts on the way up. On the way down, it's more pronounced. But on the way up, it really isn't. But for me, I'm probably not using manual mode in a hybrid. I'm probably driving this for max MPGs, because that's why I'm spending the extra money. But it's there if you want it. And the engine's pretty good. You know, you got the horsepower. It's better than the naturally aspirated ICE Crosstrek as far as horsepower and torque. And you get better gas mileage, but you got to be willing to pay the money. So you let me know what you think. If you're in the market for a hybrid, we're going to call this what, a subcompact crossover SUV. Is this Crosstrek hybrid action at $37,500 for the limited trim the way you would rock and roll? You let me know. Put in the comments. Would you try to get something less expensive? Would you just go Crosstrek gas only? Or would you go to the competition in the segment? You let me know, put it in the comments. But I do want to thank Ciocca Subaru here in Ewing, New Jersey for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Subaru Crosstrek Hybrid Limited trim in crystal black silica paint for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment, give it some hype points, get it up in the YouTube algorithm. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.